Thank heavens I started coaching when I was very young. I just feel really excited. This is what you play for. You want to be in finals, and I love this time of the year, and it's where you want to be, and we're working very, very hard to make the most of it. Yeah, I often say it, but I'll always remember our first finals in 2001. It was just such an exciting time for us, and to be able to host a home grand final was so special. I will never forget that one. But certainly 2008, when we were so much the underdog, and we went over to New Zealand and beat a star-studded Magic team by 1, and then came back here to host the grand final. That's definitely a standout for me. Yeah, everything's different and every girl is different. Like, every player will approach it differently. Some you'd be downplaying it, and others are well aware of the importance of it, and you can discuss that with them. But I think just knowing what your job is and knowing why we have to do it and how we're going to get the win on the board is the most important thing, and really, really concentrating. Everyone says it, but it is process, not outcome. If you think too far ahead, you think of the repercussions of winning or losing, you're not going to execute properly. So we've got to make sure that all the processes are in place and we're going to be able to adhere to them. Definitely we're very excited that we finished minor premiers. We've sat in that second or third spot all year and worked very hard to make sure that we were still in touch and that we were still a chance of finishing minor premiers. So definitely there was a real level of achievement that we'd managed to do that. Obviously disappointed with the last quarter, but by the same token it was a game we only had to win. And I think we always knew we were going to win that game, and it was a very, very tiring match on both teams, and whilst you don't want to lose the last quarter, I didn't dwell too much on that. I think how you approach finals and your attitude to it, like a lot of people say it's just like any other game, but it's not like any other game. The intensity of finals and the value of finals is so much greater that your approach has to be a little bit different. There's tweaks you want to make to your game, but at this point of the season it's really just keeping things ticking over, making sure that they're fresh, that we've really done our homework and know what to expect in the game coming, and that we're well prepared for it. In a finals match, a last quarter like we had will really cost us. So we know that it has to be a much more complete effort than we put in this week, and really, really ensure that we stay in the moment and execute what we want to do continually throughout the match. You've only got to win, so you don't have that pressure of bonus points, and you're not worried about them getting a quarter off you and things like that. You know that what the end target is, but the intensity comes from the fact that it is high pressure and you want to win these finals and you want to go straight through to a grand final, or you're in a position where you may be knocked out. So there's definitely a whole lot more pressure on the actual outcome of the match. We absolutely love our Sydney crowd. I think it gives us an enormous advantage. We love playing at that stadium, and they get behind us so much, and the atmosphere in the stadium is so exciting. I really do think the cliche of the 8th player comes into play when we get to play in Sydney.